Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelley-ann Henry, and again I have to do a little bit of housekeeping. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I must say thanks to everyone who you guys have just been showing me so much love in this small community. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. I hope you find it very, what should I say, Dad? Informative and inspiring. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm really hot. Today's hot. I don't know why it's so hot. But of course the sun is but today, forgive me, my voice is a little bit husky. But today again I have my father-in-law on with us, and by the title of the video, you know, we'll be talking a little bit more about safety in Jamaica. Safety everywhere, but because we live here, and I know that people are concerned so much about safety. We don't want to kill you too much with safety because we don't want you to get too over, where does it know that over scared or anything. And it's not that we're sharing anything that doesn't happen anywhere else, because whatever we're sharing with you, it happens everywhere, but we're just talking about where we live, because I guess in Jamaica you'll feel the impact a little bit more because we're such a small island, right, Dad? So it affects you a little bit more. But this week, as you can see from the title of the video, Dad got robbed. And we laugh about it because we can laugh about it now. But Dad was on his way to, where were you going, Dad?
I was going to see a mentor.
He was going to see one of his mentor, because as Dad mentioned in his videos before, he still get mentors, right? He's
mentoring
right.
trading.
Mentoring trading. And so he was on his way to see his mentor, and something happened. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm a little bit deflated. I'm just tired. I went for a walk. I'm just really tired. Hold on a second. Let me just get my water. Thank you. All right, Dad. So, Dad, what happened? What happened? What did you know this gentleman, first and foremost?
No, I didn't know him, and I put it down to my stupidity. I pulled up at the crossroad, and the man just came to my car door, told me that he's going to the gas station or petrol station because his car is out of gas and he's trying to get to the gas station. I didn't see any car, but I didn't even stop to think of it. I wasn't focused as I should. I wasn't as careful as I should. I let the man into my car and drop him off at the gas station where I filled my tank with gas. But when I look around, my phone was gone.
Yeah, and that phone was a new phone. Spent like a good amount of money for that phone, right, Dad?
Oh yes.
And but Dad, the thing is, what we want people to know is how to discern a situation, because as I said, he said he wanted help, and you were stopping to help. And so sometimes these things make people get a bit scared and don't help people. And then there will be people who is in genuine crisis. No, it will make you a little bit more like, no, I mean, I stop for you, and that person could really want your help.
Right.
So but so we're saying to people, as you return, just use wisdom, because there will be genuine people out there who genuinely car might run out of a gas around the corner. You might not see the car in. So, Dad, did you see a car?
I didn't see any car. He was at the corner where people usually stop to get a taxi and get into Mind Level.
And was it somebody that you've seen around our area before?
It's not somebody I've ever seen before. So the long and short of it, I shouldn't pick up that person.
You shouldn't have picked up that person. And the thing is, we look everywhere for that phone, so we know that he took the phone. He took the phone. And that's another thing. They will just talk, because you pick him up, and I'm pretty sure he was just there chatting to distract you.
No, I take it. This is how I'm thinking. I had to look right because every traffic is always coming from the right. So I have a strong feeling when I turn my head to look to the right, my phone would have been in that little pocket at the front of the car. I have a strong feeling when I turned my head, he noticed that and he made quick his opportunity was gone with my phone.
And go with your phone. Oh wow! So Dad lost his phone, which was it was not nice. And then we know we have to go and Dad had to go and repurchase a new phone. And literally, Dad, how much months old that phone has been now? Did you ever have it from the beginning of the year?
That's right. That one isn't very old. It's just about
Maybe 6 months.
6 months old.
6 months old. Thank you, Josiah. Oh wow! So yeah, so Dad took up this gentleman, and that's what happened. The man took Dad's phone. Um, so we're saying this to say we don't want you to be scared anyway of if you want to come to Jamaica for visiting, or you want to come for to live. We don't want you to get scared of coming, because these things happen, because they happen everywhere. You were sharing with an instant that it happened in Brixton when you were pastor
in Sheffield.
In Sheffield, when you were pastoring in Sheffield.
That's right.
What happened, Dad?
We were at our church. The Englishman came in. The elder and myself listened to him. He showed us his hand that he wasn't doing drugs, he wasn't doing this. He just wanted £20 to tide him over until he get his money, and he would return every penny to us. Up until this day, and we're talking about some 25 years ago, up until this day, we haven't seen the man returning the money. So it happens everywhere.
It happened everywhere, Dad. I tell you what. Can I tell you my story? Put your hand down, Josiah. You can't do that.
I'm just doing something.
No, but you can't put your hand in the camera like that, okay? Yes, you can do it like that. I tell you that, let me share my experience in London. Brixton, to be good. You know Iceland in Brixton? Yes. So once, I think it was a summer or winter, I can't remember, but we had some friends coming from Europe to visit us. And so we decided to go to Iceland, me and my mother, because Iceland is a little bit cheaper. And we wanted to go and get some drinks and, some stuff like that where we could get like buy one, get one free kind of thing. So we went in there, we buy like a whole bag of juice, a whole bag of juice and other little stuff. So we got out and we came and we stood at the bus stop. Right there, Iceland, there's the bus stops, And we stood there waiting for our bus. At the time, we were living in Norwood, West Norwood. And Dad, we were there. And this lady came out of Iceland, Jamaican to be honest. And she came and she was there talking with us. And we all realized that we're from Jamaica. So, when you meet your fellow people, you feel good, don't it? And we're there chatting and talking about, we were talking about so much. So what she did, little crook, she put down her bag. She came up with a bag as well. And she made sure to put down her bag right where our bag is. And we were there talking, and then immediately she said, "Oh, see me bus there." And she went on and she grabbed up the bags. And so me and Mommy was cheering her on. "Yes, man, run for your bus, go on for your bus, get your bus," because, there were so many people at the bus stop, so we wanted her to get on our bus. And she ran and she get on the bus. I don't even know if I had the right bus, maybe she was just running to get away. And when she left that, and it was time for us to go on our bus, when we looked down, the bag then gone. The big bag of juice gone. She took it and she ran with the juice. So it's not just here that these things happen. You hear me? It's not just here that I've heard of so many stories where people come into people's house in England and take them stuff and they don't even notice. They just come in and trust them. Yeah?
Yes, anywhere you have people that will con you.
That's their job, their trade. And just to let you know that we're living in a time where there's a lot of what do you call them, that we'll call you up on scammers. We're living in the world of scammers. Yes, Jamaica is full of them, I must say. So be careful. And these men, they don't, sometimes we're looking for the boys who wear them pants down at them bottom and them ear look raggedy and them a smoke them weed on the corner, and you're thinking that they're the ones who are coming to rob you. They're not the ones who are coming to rob you. It's people look
Yes,
presentable, and them I come rob you.
yeah,
So
this
you better
man
look
that
at
I picked up, it wasn't a very young man. You wouldn't expect a sort of elderly man to behave like that. He didn't look like a thief, if thief look in a special way.
Yeah,
He looked more like a beggar.
like a beggar.
I wouldn't expect him to just swipe my phone and gone with it. So wherever you are, Jamaica, US, Canada, keep your eyes open. Some young people came out to Jamaica once and they went to the bank to get some money. And in the bank, they open up and they're there counting the money, counting the money. When they realize 2 turns, they can't find their money. Because wherever you are, these people are very clever, very smart.
Yeah.
And they just time you. And if you make a mistake, they take what you have. So why you're not going to be walking around all tightened up and frightened and frustrated, but you take care.
You use wisdom.
Yes, so you be wise.
Me too. Sometimes I think I become a little bit let down my guard, you know, because I'm walking around town, and sometimes you forget that you're in a place. We're living in the last days. I must say this, right? We want you to know that we're living in the last days, but at the same time, God still wants us to live and to enjoy our life in Him, right? And so, Dad, I remembered as you were talking about that. I remember we where was it you who share a story with me or somebody? There's a story. It just popped into me and I'm forgetting of that baby brain. But anyway, it might come back. So as you're saying that, be careful wherever you are. It can happen to anyone. And as that say, whether you're in America, Canada, the UK, Australia, these things are happening worldwide, especially with scamming. When I was living in Britain, Dad, I used to watch some shows where they try to catch out scammers or women who went on holidays all over the world and meet these men, and the men then just scam them out of all their money, like left them broke. And it's not just Jamaicans alone, so it's an everywhere thing, and you have to just be on your guard. So we just want you to know that as you think about coming to Jamaica, whether it be for holiday or you're coming to live, use your eyes and your ears. Yes, sometimes you can come and where you're living because it's so peaceful and nice, because where we're living, we don't get crime, you know, not that often anyways. And so you feel relaxed. So we're not expecting that to happen. If we see somebody down the road, most time it's people that we recognize and we know because we'll see them walking past or driving past, and if they need our help, they will come and say. But again, we don't want this to use this to that if you see somebody who really is desperate, try and use wisdom to figure out the situation and look at it. Even if you don't want to pick them up in your car and you want to say, okay, can I call somebody for you and just to help, because there are people out there who genuinely need help, right, Dad?
That's right.
That's right.
Keep your eyes open.
Yes.
Keep your ears open.
That's right.
Keep your distance. The other day, my son and I went to a place. We were buying some electrical bits, and this fellow, he walked into the store from which we were purchasing our thing. But I noticed that he's talking to the attendant, and he's drawing up nearer and nearer to my son. So I nudged my son and tried to get him to move to the other side, but he didn't move. And I'm watching another fellow across from us, and that fellow is from the store, and he was watching this man carefully. But my son told me afterward, he said, I understand what you were saying, but if I move suddenly, he would become suspicious.
Yeah.
So I just stayed there and be on my guard. And we came out without being robbed. Just keep your eyes open. If you're in London, I've seen at my phone in my elder's car, and you say, you know what, take up that phone, because they will break my window and take out the phone, and the little phone can't pay for my.
Yeah, because the thing is that some people think living a foreign. When I was growing up, I think foreign was like heaven. Where
Yes,
some people
yes,
have that concept that foreign, nothing, just like nothing happened. But that's where a lot of things happen because you have so many different cultures, different nationality coming together, and everybody. Because that, you remember you were sharing with me where a husband, somebody, a pastor, right? He went to the bank and he
oh,
got some money for his wife. Tell the people because that is a funny story.
no, the wife got the money,
Oh,
and another friend passed by. So when
oh,
that friend passed by and spoke to him, he loudly told the friend, "My wife is in the bank getting me some money." The con man, maybe a little more than a con man, he was there hearing the conversation and followed him all the way to his house
Mhm.
and made a grab for the bag, knocked him over,
Mhm.
went away with the bag. Now, all that could have been avoided if he didn't tell them
Mhm.
that they were going to get money.
That's right.
But
So it's everywhere.
yes, and sometimes we make these foolish mistakes,
Yes.
and we pay heavy price for them.
Yes.
But we learn from them
That's right.
because whether the person is good or bad now, if I don't know the person, it's going to be very hard, almost impossible
Yes.
for me to pick up that person.
It-
It's very hard to think that way because you drive cars, sometimes you go out on a lonely place, if you break down, you want some help.
Yes.
And somebody outside there, they need some help, innocent, good people, but because you have experienced that, you're going to leave them. So you have to
Discern again.
try and your best. And those of us who believe in prayer,
Yes.
pray sincerely that you're doing the right thing.
And ask God for to cover you. So even if a person coming in your car and then come for thief you because they have the presence of the Lord with you, them same one will probably have to jump out of the car, not true that. You had that experience like that too as well. You had a few experience.
That's right. Again, I foolishly picked up the man, but as soon as we drove off a couple of chains on the road, I don't know where the heat was coming from on his side. I wasn't feeling any extra heat, but he says like he's burning up in the car. He said, "Put me down, put me down." I know it was lined up because when I get over the other side, I saw his friend that I told him where I was going. When I reached that place, his friend was over there.
Waiting.
So I know that they were setting me up.
Yes.
But something
Holy Spirit came in on him,
came
man.
over him.
That's why it's good to keep a song in your heart. The
right.
morning watch. Pathfinder morning watch. Be vigilant. Keep a song in your heart. Pray. Ask God for His great protection, not just willy nilly, Lord. Just but ask Him to go ahead of you and to make sure whoever you're meeting today is right motive and all of those things. And even as you seek to, as you say, help somebody, because as Dad say, pick up this man and the Holy Spirit just come in at the car upon him and couldn't stay there and keep saying that the car hot. If you let him out. And Dad was in the car and Dad could not feel the heat that he was feeling, but that's how God worked, Dad. So yeah, that was a little bit of a moment to know that Dad, doing that, because Dad took me to work in the morning, and then when they came back to pick us up, he said he lost his phone, and we were looking, and I was like, "You sure it didn't drop somewhere? Where did you go? Where did you go?" And then he told me the story of picking up this man. And the moment he said that, we said, "The man gone with your phone, Dad."
Yes.
The man took that phone.
Tried
So
calling the phone.
there's no answer.
Phone.
Yeah, because they gone with it.
Switched off.
And take out the chip and or whatever. Or gonna sell it, he probably not take it for himself, Dad.
Yeah.
But he probably gonna make a quick buck with that and make some money. That's another thing. When you come to Jamaica and you see people selling certain things on the road, don't buy it.
Don't buy from them.
Don't buy jewelry, phone, And funny fruits, some fruits like lychee,
And,
because lychee don't grow in Jamaica like that. People go into people's yard, thief those things, and come and sell them. So I don't buy. I bought lychee once, and then it clicked to me like, after lychee tree and somewhere grow heavy in Jamaica. So it must be somebody here then going to. So I stopped buying lychee. I don't buy it unless it's in the supermarket where you sit in a pack and whatever. But and even then you have to be careful. Well, yeah.
or stop buying from those on the street.
Yes, stop buying from those on the street, because that again, be careful, because sometimes they do go and steal people's things.
Most of those on the street,
yeah,
they don't have properties.
They don't have properties.
They don't own anything, and yet they have
lychee,
apples
selling guineps, and they don't have guinep tree. They go and just broke off people guineps and stuff. You know, and guinep you kind of say no, because guinep is a tree that most people probably will have in their home sometime. It depends on where you come from. But yeah, so be careful. Don't just buy things from people on the road, because people go thief people's stuff and come sell it back. And then, you know, they're going to sell it at a reasonable cost, so you're going to buy it. They will come and say you want a phone for buy. But I think people in Jamaica are a little bit more aware now. So if they see a one man sell a phone, they're going to be a little bit, where you get one phone from? Digital and floor store just run this, so we'll come you out yourself. So be vigilant, be watchful, and please don't let this turn you off of home, because as we say, it happens every single solitary way. There's so many stories I can tell you. I'm going to tell you a quick one, Dad. 2 minutes. I have a friend, older friend. She's in her 80s. And I used to go, when I was living in London, go and help her like clean and, you know. And so we became good friends and all of that. And her ex-husband is a pastor as well. And one day, so we have these in London, you know, the gypsies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, them beg a lot. Yeah, and they're scammers. They're original scammers, yes, right? They'll take your things. And what happened is, sometimes they have the husband or the boyfriend who send them out with the babies to come back. So anyway, he went into the bank and he draw some money, maybe a good amount of money, maybe £500 to £600. And he came up, but they were watching him. And so he came out, and the story was told to me that this lady walked up to him, had something in her hand, and bumped into him, and it spilled on his clothes. And so she's like, oh, but she's gypsy. Oh, let me help you. And she's brushing off. And he's there now, you know, because of course the franticness of it, I guess he's probably backing off his clothes and whatever, because it was a lot of liquid. And they just took his money. Mm-hmm. And it's only when he must get home or get in the car and did a know a search, he realized that the whole £500, £600 is gone. And so you have these people over there, I've seen them for myself with their placards. I speak no English. and they're there, and they're just there waiting to rob and to do all those things. And so you have to keep your eyes open. This is not just a Jamaican problem, it's a pandemic, it's a world problem. So wherever you are in the world, be very, 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 very vigilant, especially in the time that we're living in. Yes, so that's it, Dad.
That's it.
So Dad get back a new phone now, so he's back up and running.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, and anywhere you go, some people will tell you that even if you are in church, you must be careful.
Yes.
Because you have some people creep into the church.
Yes.
To listen. Because of that, in most churches, they never say who is the treasurer.
Yeah.
Because you have some people, they creep into the church. And there are two type of people that I'm trying to say we shouldn't have in the churches, but they get in the church anyway. You have some people in Jamaica, they come into the church to beg. Mm-hmm. And you have some that come in, they are scammers, just like...
Just like the lady will come clean for us, Dad. She said she's Adventist, but she come and clean us out. She literally come and clean us out. Yeah, she stole money. My sunglasses, my cousin pair of earrings that I had here for her, and thousands of dollars, maybe 20 to 30, 25,000 of dollars she stole from us, and she claimed that she's Adventist. So that's another thing. When you come, vet the people, make sure it's somebody who's well recommended, and everybody use.
Yeah.
So you know that this person is, and
keep your eyes on
keep
them.
your eyes on them. And when you come bring one over, cut down the cost of having a cleaner. All right, so I don't want this video to be any more lengthy, Dad. So again, thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, and for sharing this channel. And don't forget to just subscribe, and drop a comment. And yes, please tell us what you would like us to talk about next, because sometimes the brain kind of get foggy, like, what can I share with you? I don't want to overshare, and then again, I don't want to undershare. We want to give you the best as possible. So all right, until next time, don't forget to like, share, and
subscribe.
Just say you want to come and say bye quickly.
Yeah.
Come quickly. Just say I want to say bye. Say bye.